What's up, everyone? This is Duana, aka Glamazon 1026, and welcome back to the Glam Room. Today, I'm going to be doing my first ever at-home acrylic set, so keep watching to see all the fun. I'm starting this off with my nails freshly manicured. I'm going to be pulling out the EC Basket acrylic tip kit, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the Kiss glue to attach them to my natural nails. Y'all, please excuse the filming. I'm filming this upside down and it's with my new camera, so I didn't really know how it would work. So sometimes things are out of frame and sometimes they are blurry, but please forgive me. This is my first time using my brand new camera. Now I'm taking these small scissors and cutting down some of the length as well as cutting off the number that is on the top of the tip. And then I'm just going to measure the right hand with the left hand so that they'd be approximately the same length. I'm gonna use those same scissors to cut down the sides because I'm going for a coffin shape. And then using my 100-180 Beauty Secrets file to get this nice and coffin-y. I decided to show y'all only one hand because I was really struggling with my left hand doing my right hand. So y'all gonna get the right hand doing the left hand because that is my dominant hand. I'm using this buffing block to take the shine off the nail as well as smooth out the corners and edges. I like it, but because it's neon, it flakes, and so I got a lot of neon pink residue on the actual nail. Then I'm taking this battery operated nail drill to smooth out the edge of the tip onto my natural nail. I got this for about $7 on Amazon because the file that I actually bought did not come in time, and so it did it in a pinch, but I wouldn't recommend buying this unless you're just going to be using them on your natural nails. I'm going to be using this Gelish pH Pro Bond, which is a nail dehydrator and primer, putting that on my natural nails so that it will be ready to accept the acrylic. Finally, it's time for the acrylic. We're going to pick up the No Lift Nails liquid monomer as well as the No Lift Nails acrylic powder in clear. I'm also going to get a dapping dish and my Kolinsky brush that I got from Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's a fake one because it's only $9. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that acrylic liquid into the dapping dish with my brush, dip my brush into the liquid, dip it into the powder, and pick up a bead of acrylic to apply to my nails. Now, that first bead that I picked up looked really, really good, but it kind of went downhill from there. This is a pretty good set for beginners. I feel like it is easy to work with. I just did too much at one time and it just became overwhelming for me. So as you can see, this first nail is very, very lumpy. So now I'm gonna go back into the liquid and then pick up another bead of acrylic and put it on my ring finger. And you can see right here that I'm taking off some of that pink residue from the buffer. Like I said before, this is my first time doing a full set, so my beads are pretty watery. I'm kind of applying it like nail polish as opposed to sculpting the nail. So it came out really flat, like there's no apex in my nail like once I'm finished. And I hated how that looked, but you know, I'm doing the best I can because this is my first time. So this bead is terrible. Even I know it's terrible and I'm taking it off. What you wanna do is you wanna make sure that your powder is saturated with the monomer so that when you apply it to your nail, there's no pockets of loose powder. It's the equivalent of making a cake and not beating in all the flour and then you bake the cake and then you see like pockets of flour in the cake. It's disgusting. So don't do that to your nails. Glam did that so you didn't have to go through that, okay? The next bead I picked up was a little bit better, but not by much, but it was work withable. You also want to be really careful around your cuticles. You don't want to put too much product there because then you're going to spend eternity filing it down so that it looks really nice when you're finished. That is something that I didn't really pay attention to while I was doing this, but it was a lesson that I learned very quickly. All right, so I'm just going to be quiet so you guys can finish watching me put the acrylic on the rest of this hand. Okay, see, that's another terrible bead. Ugh. Look at that, look at that. Uncooked cake. I think with this thumbnail, you can really see how I'm using it kind of like nail polish, which, you know, like I said, it's work withable, but it's not exactly how you'd want your acrylic to look. And again, I'm out of frame. I'm sorry, guys. I was really struggling that day. So my camera battery died and I let it charge while I was doing the hand filing, just to kind of straighten up the edges and take off any excess acrylic that was put on during the application. I'm using that battery powered drill right now to just go over the entire nail and kind of smooth it down. And then also paying attention to my cuticles because they were looking raggedy. I'm also using it to get some acrylic out from underneath the nail. I'm going to be using the Model 1's top coat and base coat. This is the base coat right now because we are getting ready for polish. I'm going to just put the base coat on all 5 of my fingers and then stick it in my UV gel lamp for 60 seconds. These came out pretty clear. I was very surprised, you know, because I was struggling when I was putting that acrylic on. So I thought it was going to be like really cloudy and bubbly, but I did a pretty okay job for my first time. Then I'm going to take the Gel-In Soak Off Gel Polish and put it on my pinky, pointer, and thumb. I'm gonna use 2 coats with a cure of 60 seconds in between each coat. I'm using shade 304. All the products that I used today will be linked in the description box. Now we are going to do the accent nails. I'm going to try to attempt a marble design. And so I'm just taking some of that polish that I put on my other fingers and using a detail brush to just apply some lines across the nail. It doesn't matter where you put it, just, you know, make it look like how marble would look. Once you get your color down where you want it, you want to take that same brush and dip into some alcohol. I have some 91% alcohol here in this little cap that I have. And I'm just going over those lines to kind of shear it out a little bit and make it kind of like bloom a little bit, like how marble would have a main vein. And then like some of the same shade around it. After I get it how I want, I will cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. I'm gonna pick up this Elite 99 gold gel paint with that same detailing brush, and I'm just going to add that to the marble. You know, just some accent pieces. And again, I'm out of frame and out of focus, guys. I apologize. I'm gonna do the same thing, dip into the 91% alcohol and kind of shear that gold out, and then stick it in the nail lamp for 60 seconds to cure. Finally, we're going to put the Model 1's top coat on. This top coat is high shine and you do not need to wipe it off when you take it out of the nail lamp. You are good to go. I did my other hand off camera, and I'm going to be using this Simply Happy oil by Simply Made by Chopay to use as my cuticle oil. And there we have it. Here is the finished product. It does not look bad. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I definitely see where I could have improved, but it looks pretty good for my first time. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.